Hey guys, I'm ChezPride and welcome back to episode 18 of the Orange Generation of my Sims 4, the Rainbow Legacy Challenge. And wow, have I waited a long time to say that. Since last year, actually. Basically, this episode has been a long time coming. The last gameplay episode was actually before Thanksgiving, and my whole plan was I needed to do 3 builds before I continued to play on. So I was going to do the 3 builds that I needed to do for the series, post a build for like 2 of them, and then come back and play. But that got super spread out. Basically, I got all 3 builds done before Christmas. They were all 3 bigger builds, to say at least. And one I will show off today. Then the second one, I actually already posted at the end of the year in a video, but we're going to show off part of it today. And then there is the third one. And the third one is what held me up. Also, a lot that we are going to be visiting today. So basically, I got a part-time volunteer to help me edit some of my videos because editing was becoming a lot for me, but they couldn't start till after Christmas. So I was like, great, I'll put the series on a short hold and then I'll have them edit the 4 hours of footage of me building a graveyard for this series as their first video. And that should give them plenty of practice. And oh, it did. They actually got halfway through editing it and then ended up having to restart because the file messed up. But then shortly after Christmas, they actually got a real paying job. And because of that, they were slower on learning than I actually expected, to the point they actually edited 2 of my shorter videos while editing the long video, which was actually the last video I posted. So long story short, I had to wait on it because I will need the build for this episode. And I wanted to post the build of it first. But alas, we are finally here. I'm so glad because I love this series and I have a plan. So we are coming back strong in this first gameplay episode back, and we are playing 3 days today. It's going to be a pretty exciting episode because not only are we moving into a new home, but we are giving birth to the yellow generation heir. So I think I'm going to start out this episode by reintroducing our current household and just kind of reminding you of the orange generation rules. Since we are still technically in the middle of that generation, we are kind of in the middle of finishing that generation and then starting the yellow gen. But we are in the middle of the 7 dates challenge and we need the money so bad after moving. But we only have 3 hours to actually complete that. So that's going to be first and foremost. And I'm not going to lie, I may get a little cheaty with it, considering that I wasn't cheaty with any of the other dates. We will have our baby, bury our cat, show off the new house, and then move out our sister and start her life. And then probably before the end of the episode, go ahead and age the yellow gen heir into an infant while working on our job and doing our aspiration. I'm sure more will happen along the way because it always does in the series, but that is the main plan. So like I said, let's start with reintroductions and rules. So if you're new to my channel or it's been a while since you've watched any of my content, you may be wondering, Rainbow Legacy Challenge, what is that? If you don't know, honestly, I don't blame you because it's literally a challenge I wrote myself because I wanted to write my own 10 generation legacy challenge with rules, and I figured I love a rainbow, and ever since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with color organizing things in rainbow order. So it just made sense that I would write a rainbow legacy challenge. So this is a 10 generation legacy challenge. We're still very early on in the challenge and it's taken way too long to get here, honestly. But I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And right now we're on the second heir, the orange generation heir. So this here is our heir, Blaze. He is the orange heir. So he is kind of themed in name after like fire. I kind of like named both his siblings with fire names as well. That was kind of just the theme of this generation. As far as the actual rules for this generation, the rules are he has to have the paranoid, non-committal, and loner trait. So if we go here to his symbology, he has all of those and more. So he has earned several traits over the years. So he has earned the high self-esteem trait, the good manners, the top-notch infant, the happy toddler, the responsible, the tone herf, and the denial of grief. So he has a lot of traits, a lot of experiences, a pretty good range of skills as well, but there are no particular skills that he actually needs for this generation, but he does have to complete the Strangerville Mystery Aspiration, which we are on the 3rd out of 4 tiers. I'm wanting to complete the first 2 things in this episode, which are to collect 15 spore clusters and a hazmat suit, which we are very close to both of those things. And then probably next episode, we will travel to the deepest part of the secret lab. And then we have to go ahead and have a fast food part-time job as a team, which he's not a teen anymore, so we've already done that. And then we have to complete the detective career, and we are on level 6 of the detective career, and as soon as we can get 2 more cases solved, I can send him to work and he'll easily get promoted. So hopefully in the next episode or 2 we'll get all 3 cases solved. We already have 1 of them solved, and we'll probably solve 1 at the end of the episode. At least that's what I'm assuming. As far as rules go, we have to live in Strangerville after aging into a young adult, which this is, while we're moving into this house, or if you can really call it a house, is our second home in Strangerville. So I feel like we've definitely checked that off. And then you have to adopt your first child, which we have done. That's this yellow boy over here, Sunny. And then we have to have our second child, the next heir, from a random hookup. And as you can see, our random hookup is about to burst. She is temporarily living with us because it has to be temporary because of the final rule, which is to be a single parent. And he is definitely a single parent at this point. We just have to stay a single parent. But he does care about the well-being of his pregnant baby mama. So he did temporarily move her in, and she gave us, I believe, 5,000 simoleons to borrow. It may have been 3,000. I'm going to say 5,000. Basically, she lent us 5,000 simoleons, and when she moves out, we have to give that back to her. In exchange for that, she's going to live here, have a room, and keep care of the newborn until they are basically a toddler. We'll probably have her move out when they are a toddler. She is currently pregnant. I do have her pregnancy frozen though, because like I said, the first thing I want to do is go on that date, and we have literally 3 hours to complete it. So I didn't want risk of her going into labor, so I just paused her pregnancy. And also, we're not going to actually be touring the house until later on in the episode. I know we're here right now, so like, why not tour it? Basically, I already looked at the gender of the baby, and it's very obvious what it is by the room that I made for it, and I don't want to spoil it for other people, so I just went ahead and decided that after the birth, at some point, we will show off the new house. But basically, we're moving here because between him being a detective and kind of being a well-known detective, and then behind the detective career's back working on the Strangerville mystery, he kind of needs to go into hiding, especially now that he's having children. He wants to protect them and whatnot. So we're moving into this house, but we are actually moving our sister and her fiance out into their own house, and we are just going ahead and being the landlord because basically I renovated the last home we lived in. She is going to rent from there, but I want to do the date, have the baby, and we also have to bury our cat because our cat died an episode or 2 ago, which was really sad because we had that cat for a long time. So I want to give her a proper funeral, and then we'll come back and tour the house, move Ember out, and start the rest of the episode. But let me go ahead and do quick introductions to the rest of the family. So obviously we have the mom here, Mila Anderson. We really just met her on like a random date, and we ended up like really connecting with her. She wants to be a master actress. She's self-assured, materialistic, and creative. Considering she's materialistic, she probably doesn't like living under an airplane. I figured since he wanted to go into hiding, this was the best slot to choose that for, and considering that I needed it to be in Strangerville, it just kind of worked perfectly. But then besides her, who she will move out, we have Ember, who is moving out this episode, and she is our stepsister. So basically our mom is the red heir, and the red heir had to have multiple children by multiple people, but then she got married to her true love later on in life, who right before we married her got pregnant with Frank from MCR's baby, and we ended up just raising her as our own. So this is Ember, our stepsister. She does have the name Ember like fire, but she's very much like a peach theme. Like all her outfits are very peachy color because it's orange, but not quite. So I was like, okay, we can go with peachy for her, because the other brother is Phoenix and he also has an orange theme. So I was a little sick of all orange at that point. So I went for a peachy theme for her, and she wants to find her soulmate, which she is finding in Romeo. She is a cat lover, creative, generous, and she also has a ton of traits. So from her aspiration, she has alluring, but she also has high self-esteem, touch not infant, happy toddler, collector, graduated with honors, and blues grief. Like I said, we have her fiance, Romeo. I think that they are fiancés at this point, right? Like, I'm not just tripping that is his fiance, or are they actually not engaged yet? It's been a while, sorry. Let's see, they're partners. Oh, I guess that means I need to get them engaged this episode too. Well, good thing I checked that. But this is her partner, Romeo, who we will be getting engaged to once we move out. And we met him in high school. He's kind of became our sweetheart. Our brother Blaze actually had a bad interaction with his sister, so we had to like mend their relationship before he would be accepted into our lives. But Blaze also works with their dad as well in the detective career, so it's just all very messily intertwined. But they are meant to be, they're gonna end up having children one day, but he is wanting to be a bodybuilder. He's socially awkward, insider, and a bookworm, and his name is Romeo Nolan. Sometimes I call him Romeo, sometimes I call him Nolan. I don't know what it is, it just kind of happens. And then Blaze, like I said, has a adopted son. So this is Sunny, and since he is the first child of the Yellow generation, I tried to make him like sun themed, and basically when he grows up, he's gonna be like living on the beach. I'm thinking about putting him on the lifeguard career. That's gonna kind of be like his theme, is very beachy and sun vibes. And then we have a couple of pets. Spices is actually Sunny's cat here. Like I said, we just lost one cat, which was Pumpkin, which was Blaze's cat. So now only Sunny has a cat, which is Spices, and he just likes to wear a grilled cheese hat and a yellow sweater and a bow tie. He's adorable. And then moving out with Ember is Peaches. So this is her cat, Peaches, that she's had for a little bit now. And like I said, she's very peach themed. That is our whole family here. And like I said, I'm thinking the best thing to do is to go ahead and knock this date out. I do feel bad that I'll probably be a little cheaty, but I have to have this money. So if I just like do an interaction once and then like check it off once it pops up repeatedly, I think that's acceptable, because I have to at least get a gold date, and we have probably less than 3 hours, honestly, and we still have to load the interaction to actually ask her out on a date. And I mean, obviously we're gonna do it with our baby mama, because we have a full-on relationship with her, so it would go hopefully very easily. So I say, let's waste no time and let's jump straight in to romance, create a date, because you know, we still do have to ask consent for us to take her on a date, but obviously we're going to take her on a romantic date. I just feel like those are easier, and we're trying to complete the 7 dates challenge as the last date, but I feel like we should go ahead and go to a spa. And I have put one down Willow Creek. I actually put this one down a while ago, but I figured it fit her vibes pretty well. We do have to choose at least 3 interactions to be activities. Romance and physical intimacy, I figure, are the obvious. And then since we're trying to make it quick, I feel like the quickest interactions they have are either take a picture or dance. And I feel like taking a picture will be easier because they won't have to like move over to a speaker and whatnot. So we'll just go ahead and choose to take a picture. And let's go ahead and go to the date location. All right, so we are here at the date location, and as you can see, it's just a like pretty simple neutral toned modern spa, but I felt like it was very much her vibe, and like it's been in my save file for a while, and really the only way I think this could have been more her vibe was if it was pink and black. So this is a little bit less jarring. But as far as date goes, obviously obviously we have to do 10 romantic social interactions, but it also wants us to take a photo, flirt twice, and have 2 liked intimacies. So we'll probably check off these 2 as we're doing the 10 social interactions, and then I'll wait to do the photo until we've already done the 10 interactions. But I do think that I want them to be in a slightly cuter location, but I don't want it to be like super crowded. Honestly, maybe we could just come over here to this like couch area. I feel like that might be cute, so we can teleport you in here because we're trying to save time. Also, I'm going to change you into a cuter outfit because I don't want you in your cold weather outfit. So let's see, maybe for a date to the spa, something comfy that's like yoga looking. And then you, let's see, what can you change? Let's go ahead and dresser, change outfits. What do you have for sporty looks? I guess this works. This could be a cute spa date look. And now, while we still have time, let's go ahead and romantically interaction. So let's go ahead and start with flirtations. We will flirt. We will romance flirtation. Go ahead and compliment appearance. And then we can do a bold pickup line. And then we can move on to the physical intimacy. So we can embrace her. We can go ahead and romance physical intimacy, hold her hands. Come on, we got this. We got this. As long as we complete the main 10 goals without cheating, or like the main 10 interactions without cheating, I'll be pretty happy. All right, so maybe we'll get a picture of them flirting in the spa. Here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And we'll fast forward a little bit. I don't want to go too fast because when you fast forward, it does seem to lose a little bit of time. Refalio, not now. Phoenix, not now. Oh my god, everyone's trying to call me right now. No. Okay, let's maybe do a tender neck kiss, and then we can maybe compliment her appearance. We can hug her. No, hugger's friendly. We don't want to hug her. Let's see, how much longer? 2 hours. Okay, we are at the 2-hour mark. Yeah, you can like physical intimacy. That makes sense. All right, come on. We got this. Oh, yeah, let's get a picture of them kissing. That's cuter. Kiss away. Oh my god, you're taking forever to kiss. Oh, we're still on pause. Damn, my anxiety is just through the roof right now. I don't do well with timed things. Okay, 7, 8. We need at least 2 more flirty interactions, and then we gotta do some picture taking and some talking. So maybe we can go ahead and whisper about desires, and then flirt one more time, and that should keep care of all the flirty interactions. Actually, we don't even have to flirt because that'll be 10 social interactions. There we go. All right, main goal done. Let's go ahead and while we're talking, be friendly and do small talk, and we need to talk about forms of intimacy, and then we can go into and talking about photo subject. Let's see, timer. Oh god, we have less than an hour. Okay, we may have to do some cheating. We talked about intimacy. Instead of taking a photo, let's focus on the light intimacy. Well, actually, we did light intimacy twice, so I just checked, not the one I want to check off. Okay, but still, we can flirt twice. Can I still check off the light intimacy though? Like, that would be helpful. Okay, light intimacy. Okay, it wants us to be affectionate and flirt. We can do that. Let's quickly flirt. Let's go ahead and romantic flirtation, blow a kiss, and then we need to be affectionate. Maybe we can confess attraction because that's not obvious. Romantic affection, go ahead and do a little sexy pose. Just a reminder, it's nothing too serious. It is still just because we hooked up. Let's see, timer. 36. Oh god, okay, so we literally have like less time than I thought. Wait, if we do one, we already talked about photos. I meant to talk about photos. Okay, well, we did one affectionate interaction, so I feel like that should be allowed to be checked off. Also, we already talked about checking on photos. Let's go ahead and be affectionate. And honestly, I'm going to take a photo after the date is done, so I'm going to complete that, but I will actually do it. And then we already talked about physical intimacy. We already talked about photos. All right. So we're pretty much, as soon as we get this affection done, we'll be done. Level 7 of the romance skill, baby. Timer, 24 seconds. Okay, just be affectionate. I know that was a little cheaty, but guys, we did it. Like, I technically didn't check off anything I didn't do except take the photo, and I think as soon as the date ends, we're gonna take a photo. We will end date early, and congrats, we have won the 7 Wild Date Challenge and got 25,000 simoleons. Thank you. It was worth it. The little bit of cheating, this is worth it. And technically, it wasn't cheating any of the rules of the challenge. This is not a part of the challenge. This is just a side quest. So we got $25,000, a heart bed, which honestly, I may just give to her when she moves out. And then a free couples counseling for 4 weeks. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, but we are at the spa, so I do want to do some spa things. But first, let's go ahead and memorize this final date and having a date with our baby mama by taking a photo. Let's go ahead and get a couple of cute pictures of him and Mila. And then, let's see. What do you want to do spa activity-wise? I mean, she obviously can't do yoga because she's pregnant. She can't soak in a tub because she's pregnant. She can't do the sauna because she's pregnant. Maybe she would get like a massage. Let's see who we have here. We have Patience and we have Curice. Okay, I feel like she would go for Patience. So let's go ahead and request a service, and maybe we will request a foot massage, and then maybe after that, we can request a manicure. I mean, we just won a bunch of money, so I'm not going to go too crazy, but we can at least get them a couple of massages and whatnot. I don't think he would get his nails done, but he would definitely have a foot massage. And then they can do their little massages together. This is super cute. Just spa day vibes. There we go. Maybe our second interaction could be to have some drinks. These will be non-alcoholic drinks. Oh, he just refilled that for us. Perfect. But then after they get their massage and she does her manicure, they can have a drink together. Honestly, he can have a drink before her because she's about to go into labor, and he could probably use the drink before that, you know, to calm him down a little bit. So fast forward through this massage a little bit. It's taking a little bit longer than I expected, but you know, this is fine. All right, let's see. She canceled the pedicure. Let's request a manicure, please, while Blaze has a little drink. Wait, why is everyone canceling everything? Excuse me. Let's see. You drink, you ask for a pedicure. Oh, she's angry. Sorry, but it's kind of your job. All right, let's something pink, obviously. This is just for this style. Do they have one this pinky pink? I mean, they have this like gradient. I guess the gradient pink works. So let's get her nails done before she goes into labor. And let's see, are you going to get your drink? Because I would really like that. I mean, I said it wasn't alcoholic and then I said it would relax him. Maybe it's like, you know, a relaxing bubbly tea or something. I don't know. Maybe hers is not alcoholic. Who knows? I really like this. Oh, of course he's getting paranoid. Of course he's getting paranoid. It just fits his persona, honestly. Oh my god. Honestly, I gotta get a picture of that though. Did her nails get done that fast? No, you're still getting a manicure. What can you do while I guess you can talk to her. Maybe you let's see, can you blow her a kiss in Brighton Day? No, you can't. Maybe you would talk to the alien, considering she just gave you a nail massage and you're both just sitting there and being awkward while our baby mama gets her nails done. And then, like I said, as soon as she gets her nails done, I'm going to put her into labor. And no, I'm not going to date with you, Jessica. You gave us such a hard time to get with you, and now you want us to go on a date when our baby mama's about to go into labor? I don't think so. Tell a not joke. We can maybe joke about facial hair and try to get her out of a bored mood. Is her nails done? Every time she puts her nails down, I'm like, is she done? But she is actually done now. You get this picture of her with her fancy nails. Adorable. I love it. All right, but she got her nails done, and with that, I think I'm going to cheat her back into labor. So let's go ahead and reset her, and I will use MC Command Center to put her into labor, because as you can see, she is in her 3rd trimester. And like that, Mila is in labor, and I think of course she would want to go to the hospital. I don't feel like a home birth is really her vibe. I gotta get this picture of Blaze freaking out. Can you please have a prenatal panic attack? Perfect. Let's get this picture because the heir is about to be born. The heir is about to be born. All right, so let's go ahead and have baby at the hospital join with Blaze, because of course Blaze is the only one she would take with her. Oh, I kind of love that they came to the hospital like still in their like spa day outfits. And who's our Trey Gordon is our doctor. Honestly, he's like really cute. I could totally see her like hooking up with him once they're just friends. Can we actually just do a friendly introduction real quick? Just maybe for the storyline. Do a friendly introduction. Of course, he is flirty. Why are the husbands baby daddies always flirty when you come into the hospital to go into labor? I don't understand it. All right, but we did a quick introduction to our doctor. I mean, I feel like it makes sense that she would like want to meet the doctor before giving birth. I mean, kind of logical, like, because in real life you would already know the doctor. Stop chatting and go check in, please. Thank you. Blaze, how about you go ahead and come over here with her? That would be great instead of you watching TV. Thank you. All right, so let's come check in at the desk. Okay, she has the thing above her head, which means she's going back here. So let's go here. Let's see, which room is she going into? Oh my God, I feel like it's been forever since I've done a hospital birth. It's just been a while. It's definitely been a while in this series. Have we ever had a hospital birth in this series? I'm actually not 100% sure on that. But I do love the fact that Blaze's baby is being born in the room with the skeleton, because that just is totally Blaze vibes, considering he kind of has like a Halloween theme. So let's turn around and face her, please. Let's get some pictures to remember, because I always do have a slideshow at the end of every season of these kind of generations. Yeah, that's more of the Blaze I know. That's more of the Blaze I know. And Mila's like, okay, we got this. We got this. Just breathe. Oh, what did they just take out? Okay, it's fine. But we are just going to get through this. And Blaze is like, okay, we're going to get through this. We got this. All right, like I said, I've already seen the baby's gender, but I tried to keep it a surprise for you guys. I normally don't look every time, but I was already building the house, so I was like, let me just look. And so I do have a name picked out, and I'm actually really obsessed with this because now I have a whole storyline in my head how her life's gonna go, and she is just now being born, and like I said, it's a she, so we are having a girl. And we cannot have the last name be Anderson. Sorry. The last name is Rainbow. It's the legacy name. But we are going to name her Buttercup, because Buttercup's flowers are yellow. So that goes with the yellow theme. And my favorite movie of all time, and has been since I was very young, is Princess Bride. And the idea of having like a slightly Princess Bride inspired generation very much excites me. It will be adding on to the yellow generation, because the yellow generation doesn't really give Princess Bride vibes, but it could go along Princess Bride vibes. You know, we could get her a horse eventually. You know, she can move to the English countryside. She could end up finding her own dread pirate Robsarts or Wesley and whatnot. You know, I just feel like that would go very well with the vibe of the yellow generation. You know, live on a farm. I just feel like that goes really well with the vibe of the yellow generation, which let me tell you what is. So the requirements for the yellow generation is for the traits to be creative, art lover, and cheerful. So we're very much focusing around creativity skill here, but we have to complete the painter extraordinaire aspiration. We must complete the painter career and become the master of the real, and that be our path that we choose career-wise. We have to max the painting skill, so also so far a bunch of painting stuff, but we also have to get level 5 in photography. We have to get level 6 in logic, so she'll be taking after her dad, being a little bit more on the logical side. We have to get married as a young adult, so basically by the time we're an adult we have to be married, and we have to have 3 babies that will be the bright green generation kids. This is the rules for the yellow gen, and now let's go ahead and give birth to her. Oh, she is born. She is born. She is born. She is born. I want to get pictures of Mila cradling her newborn. Oh, she's a little bit darker than Mila, so she may have more Blaze's skin now. Also, I love the outfit she chose to give birth in. Also, we have to get a picture with them with this skeleton. It's too perfect. All right. So let's get a couple of shots here. You know, we want to memorize this moment. It is a very big moment. Have that. How cute is she? Oh my goodness. Okay. But that is our baby. So now we are going to send them back home. But we won't be staying there for long because we have to have our cat's funeral. Honestly, I'm probably going to leave Mila home alone with the baby to kind of recoup and take this as a chance to have a last outing between him and his sister and the rest of the family before she moves out. So let's go ahead and go straight into it. We're going to get this out of the way, get some closure on this death, and we're going to go to a social event and we are going to plan a funeral. So let's do this real quick. Departed Sim, we are going to be Pumpkin. Let's make sure the location is there. I put it in this one. But here we go. We have our Rainbow Bridge Cemetery, which is the build I did in the last video. And it does have a whole pet cemetery area. So we are going to go there. And that's basically going to become the cemetery that all our family members are going to be buried at. So we are here, and I didn't invite a ton of people, but I did invite who I thought would come, and that is his parents, so his mom and her wife, and then obviously his sister, who is really attached to the cat, and her fiance, his kid, the older one that's a kid, not the one that was just born. And then I also invited the parents' dog because, you know, it's a pet funeral, so I just thought it was appropriate. But everyone's here. Well, I'm gonna give a minute for the people to load in while I kind of slightly show it off here. So this is the rainbow lot. I have a lot for every generation color. So we have red here, orange here, and it just keeps going. And then we have the rainbow bridge going into the cemetery area. I feel like the smartest move would honestly just to be add a whole group. Oh yeah, I also invited his best friend Gerardo because I figured Gerardo would come. All right, so we want to do this in the pet cemetery area, place where the grave is going to be stored, because that's actually a cuter shot. So we'll go here with everyone. Let's all go here together, and we have to lead 7 funeral activities, have a moment of silence, give a eulogy, and light a candle. Oh, of course the dog is going to go play in the bush and get dirty, but we will go ahead and funeral, and we will eulogize mournfully because he was very attached to this cat. So I feel like that's only appropriate. There's still little bits of water coming up from the downstairs because there's like a proper viewing and funeral area downstairs, but I didn't feel like that was necessary for the cat. But I didn't realize it came up through this. Oh, that's a little weird. Okay, but let's go ahead and have everyone come here and listen to Blaze's eulogy. Oh, look, Clifford's here just giving him a big kiss. Like, don't be sad, mama. Don't be sad. Okay, but we'll give a eulogy, and then I think we will from there have a moment of silence. Oh, yeah, we need to get a picture of Ember in here because Ember was a huge pumpkin lover. So we'll get a few more oh, and Sunny too. Okay, yeah. Let's get a picture with everyone in here, basically. Of course, we are denying grief. You know what? That's fair. Let's go ahead and fast forward this, please, and thank you. And let's have the moment of silence with everyone. And then after, we are going to light a candle. So let's maybe light candle once it's done. We do have to mourn the deceased, so reminisce about deceased since we do have to do another interaction. Well, we'll do a second candle after we reminisce about the deceased, and then it's just him and his son here now. Well, that's a little sad. That's a little sad. Maybe they just walked away because you guys could come back here, and we do have to mourn Pumpkin. So we can mourn Pumpkin as everyone heads back in this direction. Maybe by the time he's done mourning, people will show up. Oh, him and his son are just crying together. I mean, this cat has been around his whole life, so that's fair. Is this going to be our last interaction, or is this one already checked off as an interaction? If not, we'll have to do one more interaction Oh, who is this? Mortimer Goth. Why are you here mourning our cat? Will this check off? No. Okay, so we need to do one more activity. Oh my god, everyone's calling us in the middle of this funeral. Rude. Weep for the deceased. We'll just bawl our eyes out. Really have some closure here. We did 7 activities. How are we not getting at least a silver when we completed all the goals? I am so confused. I can't do anything else to raise the goal. Okay, but we had our funeral, so let's go ahead and end the funeral. It's just gonna be a tiny funeral, nothing huge. It's just a cat funeral, but at least we have the funeral, and now we can go ahead and put the grave in this, and all of the graves of the pets will just go in this because it can hold up to 20. With that being said, I want to go ahead and go back to the house, and we're going to have a little house tour, and then we're going to have a little sit down chat with Romeo, because Romeo needs to step it up and keep care of our sister. Like, she does run her own business. Like, she has a jewelry making business, so she can handle her own, but that doesn't always pay the bills as much as it should. And obviously, being a detective, his dad being a detective, we want him to kind of go in the same direction. It just kind of makes sense, and it gives money on the table. And then we also want to talk about him getting serious with our sister. He doesn't need to just mess around. He needs to lay down and be serious with her, because I feel like that's like the protective brother vibe Blaze would get. So let's go ahead and travel back to the house and finally do a tour of our new home. So as I said earlier, he wants to be hidden in this new home. He works in the detective career behind their backs. He's doing the Strangerville aspiration, and then once he completes the aspiration, they'll move out into a nicer home where they can be back in the public again. But right now, he just wants to protect his children and himself and protect his job title. We have moved into this underground lot under this plane, and I just bulldozed what was there and rebuilt it. I actually kept the first original room, but then just redid the rest. We have his truck hiding here from the old house, and honestly, we have a lot of decorations from the old house. Now, obviously, Blaze is kind of the Halloween themed. He's not just the orange theme. I did try to reflect that in his personality as well as everyone else's personality. So you come down this room, there's a little door up there, but then you come down this room, and we have to remember Blaze is very paranoid. So he tried to make this look super casual, not much here, just some fun Strangerville posters, a little mailbox. We come in here. So this is basically the waiting room. So basically you have to come in here, buzz on the door, and then wait for an answer, and then you come into the actual living area. So we have a little entrance here, very Blaze vibes, very Halloween-y with cats. We have an alarm system because he would be into that. We have a couple of playthings for the kids with Blaze's old teddy bear. We have some playthings for the cat. We have a living area this way, but if we go through these double doors next to the computer, we have Blaze's room. So this is basically the main bedroom, the master suite with the ensuite, and it's very Blaze coded. We have his favorite void critter on the wall. We have a upgraded guitar because he does play guitar. We have this crystal that his sister gave him, this rock of coal that he got for Christmas. We have his old speaker. We have more of the void critter. We have a closet, and then here he has his own little bathroom. So it's just very gray and orange, because when I can't do a lot of orange, I tend to go for black and gray with him. And he does have a fun floor, I am aware. And this is the bed he has. And then if we go back out here, we have the living space. So immediately next to the computer, we have a small little couch living TV area. And behind that, we have the huge kitchen. I felt like Blaze deserved a huge kitchen. He's never had one, so he can have one now. And then it comes with a little dining room. And then in this corner with the cat bowl, we have a little bathroom. This is more like a guest bathroom. It has a little cat door that has an automated litter box in there. We won't have to clean it, and only the cat can go in there. And then we have a secret bookcase, because I just felt that was so Blaze coded. So this is the area into Blaze's secret quote like man cave. We have the bookcases here. Over here we have his void critter station with all his void critter cards and his collectibles, his gaming area with some of his selfies, of course a Halloween candy bowl, and then over here we have his workout punching bag, a TV, an old school console specifically for him, his high school graduation, a cat tree, because, you know, we do want him to still have connections to the other cats. And then if you over here, this is where everyone else sleeps and has a bathroom. So this is Mila and Buttercup's room. So I tried to go very yellow, but with like pink accents, because I feel like Mila is very pink. And then of course Buttercup, who is right here, is very yellow, and she is going to be the heir. So I tried to very much go for the yellow, but we probably, once Mila moves out, will give this room a renovation and have less pink in it. So this is Mila's area, her bed, and then the baby's area, and she has a closet for when she grows up. But over here we have Sunny's room. It is very sun and peach coated, obviously, so we have like the beachy wallpaper for fun with the metal paneling, because everything kind of has a metal paneling on the outside. We also have a closet for him. Everyone gets a closet. This is like the bed area with some toy chests and a bookshelf. We have an imaginary friend, because why not? And then we have a little play tent and a void critter machine, because I thought his dad would try to get him into void critters. They have a bathroom they all share, so it's a bigger bathroom. We have a little get ready here area for Mila. There's a toilet over here, and then the shower is right there. And that, my friends, is our whole new house. Now, we're not going to be here super long, but I at least wanted the area for us to live in to be nice now. And we'll probably end up just selling most of this, that we don't end up transferring over, because we're going to want the money for the future. And I feel like you want to get rid of pretty much all evidence that he was here. With that being said, now we are going to have a bit of a serious conversation with Romeo. Maybe Mila here can go ahead and start bonding with Buttercup, so we can rock, we can talk, we can try to maybe baby care, feed, we can try to breastfeed, it may not work, and cuddle. And then if she has a dirty diaper, we can change that. Ember, you, since you're about to move out, maybe just come check out the house. Maybe her and Sunny could like play together. Maybe we can play dolls with Ember. That would be cute. We'll set that up twice. Romeo here are gonna have a little chat. So let's go here, and first we'll hug him, you know, be like, all right, our sister has chosen you. You are gonna be a part of our family as long as you take things seriously. So maybe we can get a picture of them hugging. But then immediately we want to maybe worry about baby development. Maybe like, are you going to have a baby with our sister? Have a deep conversation about like his goals with our sister. He's going to propose to her, and if he's going to get a job, and then, you know, maybe recommending having a job in the detective career. And then we will discuss healthy relationships. All of those are pretty valid. So let's go here. And also, when they move out, I think I'm going to give them also $5,000, because I don't want them to start on nothing, but we also can't give too much, because we still have to give Mila $5,000. And our doctor is calling us, congratulating us on the new job. Okay, that's a little, or on the new baby. That's a little interesting. All right, but also we should probably get a picture of Mila with the baby, holding on to the baby in the baby's room for the first time. Look how cute. Look how cute. Also, can we see the color of the baby's eyes yet? Aren't you supposed to be able to do that now? Oh, she has Blaze's eyes. And Romeo just has his first experience understanding positive or resilient romantic outlook. So they have talked. He is very confident in his ability to have his sister marry him, and he is going to get a job in the detective career. So I think before they move, he's going to go ahead and get that job. So let's go ahead and find a job, and he's going to follow along his dad and Blaze's footsteps and join the detective career. So we are going to join the detective career as a cadet. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And let's go ahead and move them out. Like I said, I'm probably going to transfer 5,000 simoleons over to them, but that should still leave us with like 21,000 something. Okay, so now if we look at the Strangerville map, because, you know, this whole generation is kind of based around Strangerville, we have us here in the plain, which is Mila, Sunny, our cats, and the baby. And then we have the Peach trailers. And this is where where the orange trailers originally were. It's right next to where we currently are. It's just completely renovated. So it was 2 trailers next to each other. It's now 2 trailers that are connected through a room, and it looks a bit nicer, a bit more upgraded, and it has a spot for her to sell jewelry that she makes. So she can make the jewelry up here, sell it here. We have a nice front yard and a hot tub, and this, you can see here, is Dylan's room, like this yellow room, but then the rest of this is shared space and then their room. So this is their room, and then the living space is on the side that Ember lives on, and then the kitchen is on the side that Dylan lives on, but they no longer have to go outside. They can just go back and forth between a middle room. So we won't be seeing the yellow bedroom for Dylan, but you can kind of get her vibes from here. You can kind of see that on her side there's like a lesbian pride flag, and she has always worn a lot of yellow. So that was kind of the theme, was lesbian pride flag in yellow for her. Is actually still a teen. Oh, I didn't realize that. I meant to actually age her up by now. We can invite her over and age her up real quick when we go to the house. But she does live at the house, and she has a cat named Lulu. But for now, let's go ahead and go over to the side that our Sims are on. Home again, jiggity dig. It's just more upgraded and looks nicer. So this is what everything looks like now. There's a little workout area back here with the basketball. The trailers are bigger. They connect better. They look more modern. They're more peach colored instead of one peach and one orange. And they kind of look more like one house, but you can tell that they used to be 2 houses. So we still have our graveyard and our campfire, but I just changed the chairs to pink and gave us some bikes, and then went ahead and gave us a bike over here for Dylan and gave them a shared hot tub. And then this is her little store area. So we have the actual sales area, the sales table, and then we have 2 gemology tables up here now because she is upgraded. But if we go here, this is her front door, and we go in here, and this is the living space. It's definitely bigger for sure. There used to be a living and kitchen in here, and this just is so much more fitting. So right by the entryway, we have a upgraded TV, and then still the same old couch. We have an alarm system for them as well. We have a computer and cat litter box area with some of her collectibles that she's gotten over the years. This is still a bathroom, but the shape is greatly improved, and there's a tub and shower in here now. And then if we go here, we have Ember and Romeo's room. So I try to go with like a pink and slight blue theme. Like I feel like it would be like a peachy theme for her, and then just like accents of blue for Romeo. So we have the bed area, and then we have a get ready area, like with a mirror and a sitting area. And there's also another get ready area over here because I thought they would have 2. We have a vanity area over here specifically for Ember. We have her frog from when she was younger. We have one of the heart plushies. This is really cute. It definitely is Ember's vibe. And like I said, it just has a little bit of blue in there for Romeo. And then if you come in here, this is Romeo's room technically. No, technically it's a nursery, quote unquote, / storage room, but it's the only blue room in the house. So they're like, this is Romeo's room. He didn't get much, even though his parents technically did this. But this is actually a storage room. They do have a crib in here because I feel like his parents would have been like, just a hint. And then we have a box. And then if we come in here, this is the entryway to Dylan's area. So this is her little entryway. Very rainbow, very lesbian pride flag and whatnot. But if you come in here, this is where her bedroom is, but obviously we can't see it because we're not there. And then we have her bathroom that we can't see as well. But we have the kitchen wall here. There's some cat food down here. There's a bigger dining room space now. And then there's more kitchen area over here. So this is like the prepping, washing, and this is the cooking, and this is the eating. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire house. So right quick, quick, we are going to actually have him propose. It would be really cute. It's not like super romantic, like fancy wise, but I think it would be really cute if they both came here and, you know, they're looking at the house for the first time in their fancy wear from the funeral, and he just like gets down on one knee, is like, this is where we're meant to be. Let's make it official and get married. I just think that would be super cute. It's like literally just in their living room, but they're dressed up. It's literally their first time seeing the house together. I think it would be cute. Embrace her, and then we can go ahead and romance, kiss her, and then after that we will propose right here in our living room with a bunch of spores. All right, but let's go ahead, embrace. I'll get a picture of them kissing. I think that's gonna be the better picture. There we go. And then we are going to straight up, more choices, relationship, propose. It's the big moment. Ember is finally getting proposed to, and of course she's gonna say yes, like their true love match, life partners. So she went ahead and said yes, and then I'm assuming he got her a really nice ring considering she makes jewelry. Yes, you can have a wholesome relationship. That's adorable. And I think she would automatically want to tell her best friend. And we need to age her up anyways. Do you have a cooking skill? Oh, you have a level 3. You might make a cake for your best friend. That kind of is a cute vibe. Maybe before we invite her over, we'll make the cake. And let's go ahead and go to desserts. And we'll just do it simple. We'll just do a chocolate cake. Okay, I know this isn't actually going to help us with our job, but we're going to research parenting methods. But it's going to be him technically like doing quote work. But let's go ahead and make a cake for her bestie so she can officially age up. Maybe she's like, this is her birthday, so we're just making a small cake for when she comes home, and then we will tell her the good news after she ages up. Let's go ahead and put this down on the cake table. Perfect. And then we will add birthday candle, and then let's go ahead and bestie, can you please come over? Oh, there she is. Okay, she did come out this way, but they both decided to go in there. Go here together. So you go here, you go here. Maybe then after she comes in here, we can call her over. Stop trying to play with your pet. Oh my god, I just want to age your best friend up. Age Sim up, Dylan. Let's go. She is going to age on up. Come in here and watch her age up, please. All right, there we go. We're going to have her blow out her candles so she can be an official adult with them. There we go. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. You are a full adult now. I wonder what trait she got. I'm honestly curious. Ember, I know you want to kiss your new fiance, but let's instead maybe come here, call to meal. We'll eat cake, and then we want to go ahead and tell her about the wedding. So maybe we can ask to be the sim of honor at wedding, because I do plan on coming back in the household and actually having their wedding. Let's go ahead and maybe ask her to be the sim of honor. Just be like, hey, guess what? We got engaged, and we want you to be the sim of honor. We would love that. So let's get a picture of her asking, because this is a big moment. Bam, bam, bam. And of course she's going to say yes. She's the bestie, so of course she is. All right, so she's going to be the sim of honor at our wedding. I mean, I guess it could have been Blaze, but Blaze could be the person who ordains it, so I feel like that's fine. But let's real quick go ahead and clean up all the plates, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and fast forward into the morning before we back up with Blaze, because he doesn't have work in the morning, but Sunny does have school, so I do want to kind of prepare him for his, I think it's his first day of school? I may be wrong, but then we will play through the next 2 days and we'll age up the baby, and then the final day we have to go back to work. But right quick, I just want her to clean up all these dishes, because I would hate for there just to be a ton of dirty dishes when we come back on the lot from the last time. So it's 4:30 in the morning. We have both parents awake, the baby crying, and Sunny about to wake up for his first day of school. So a lot going on, but Mila is the only one that is not fully rested. So we are going to change to the diaper and then put her back to bed. And then Blaze, he took care of most of his needs last night. He just needs bladder check. And then, like I said, I believe it's Sunny's first day of school, if I remember correctly. He hasn't even done his homework, which is fine. He doesn't have to do his homework before his very first day of school. But we always celebrate these things with a waffle. Like any big event in these lives of these children, and probably the rest of this generation, will be celebrated with waffles. You know what? It's the yellow gin. And he's actually into like the beach theme, so maybe like fish waffles. Sounds weird, but sounds right at the same time. Oh, and she just became good friends with Buttercup. I mean, Buttercup has been crying like all night, so I would hope so at this point. How about when he goes into the kitchen, you go ahead and get up and start keeping care of your needs, so you can go ahead and take I want to take a brush shower, and then we can use the restroom, and by that time the waffles should be done. Making the first waffle in the new house. This is a tradition his mother brought in, the first heir of this generation, and he is continuing it. So let's see, let's go ahead and cook up the fish waffles. It's going to take 20 minutes. I don't even know, do we have a singing skill? No, we have we have level 2 of the singing skill. We're more into the guitar, but I don't want to get out my guitar right now. So let's just go ahead and keep this going. 2 minutes till ready, and we are done. So let's go and collect the waffles. Stop singing so they don't get burnt. Let's see, you are about done, so perfect timing. Go ahead and run in here. Have him put out the waffles for him and Sunny. So let's do this. And honestly, this kind of fits the storyline, because I feel like for the storyline of Buttercup, I feel like that Blaze would be closer with Sunny. I don't know why. I just feel like that's the vibes we're going for here in the storyline. All right, so let's put this here. Oh, I kind of want you guys to have a family breakfast, but you know, I guess this is fine. They're eating simultaneously, so that is kind of cute. Oh, he doesn't like it. You know what? You're supposed to like it, sir. But I think after this, we may have a little bit of fun before he goes to school. Oh, he did come over here and sit next to him. Oh, it's just so he can watch TV? No, turn on music. He wants to turn on the music. So he can sit here with his son and have a breakfast before his first day of school. But I think after they eat, I think we may celebrate, you know, moving into the new house and whatnot by giving him some Void Career cards. So I'm gonna have him clean up his dish. Honestly, I probably should be selling it. I want to teach him responsibility. Oh, this is the cat feeder I didn't see actually be filled. Okay, I knew there was one that needed to be filled. Let's fill this. You're going to play with your dolls. That's fine. But I want to go here and order, and let's go ahead and order some Void Critters booster packs. We're gonna go all out because he really feels like that this move may be hard on Sunny, so we want to give him some cards. Give, gift, friendly gift, Void Critter booster pack. We can give one to him as a gift and then just give the rest to him in a little bit. But let's get a picture of him giving him a little gift, even though it's his sister's birthday, which is kind of funny, honestly. Like, it's his sister's birthday, congratulations, you get a gift. Okay. But we are gonna have to plan a party for when Sunny gets back from school for sure. But he did get the gift and he seems to have liked it. So let's go ahead and put the rest of the cards in Sunny's inventory. Open booster pack, open booster pack, open booster pack, open booster pack, open booster packs. He has 5 new cards. One of them's a repeat though. Okay, so we have 2 Wisps and they're both the same level. So honestly, we'll probably sell one of those considering his dad also has one of those. We have a Wiccan, which is uncommon. We have a Combos, which is common, and a Bubbleless, which is uncommon. But I love that he's mostly getting water. I feel like he would be like a water collector. Maybe he can hold on to his other cards for like trading, but I feel like he would try to like mainly use his water cards because, you know, he's kind of like the beach boy. Maybe Campos can be his favorite. So let's go ahead and train Void Critter. Let's train in Campos, and then can you watch him train? I don't know if you can. I would like to. No. Stand here a minute and look like you're in a good mood so I can get a picture of you, quote unquote, watching him train his first Void Critter. Such a proud dad moment of the Void Critter, even though he's more of like the fire and he's like the water, but this is fine. Real quick, maybe we can praise the pet, give a big treat. He probably misses his cat, so we can talk to Sunny's cat real quick, even though it's glitching out. And Mila, you are fully rested, so let's go ahead and get you up, and perhaps you can come and start keeping care of your needs. Oh, look how cute they are though. They're really cute, I will say that. Alright, so we have a little bit more time before school starts. And let's see, school, he comes back at 3. So we should probably plan the party for 4 once we do plan it. Sunny has school in an hour. That's fine. He has a skill level 2. He doesn't have his homework done, but it's his first day of school, so I feel like that would be weird. We only have an hour till we have to go to school. Could we possibly maybe one time play make believe in the tent and get a little bit of his creativity skill up? And then Blaze, I need you to start working on stuff for your aspiration, because I think we've done everything we can for our job except when we go to work. So I would like you to actually start collecting spore clusters when we're done with this. So how about you actually change your outfit? Maybe, let's see, it's hot outside, so we'll change it into this outfit. And then once Sunny leaves, we can go outside and start collecting spore clusters. Maybe until then, we can come in here and grab a piece of candy, because that is how that's gonna work. Oh, we got scared by a little ghosty. Maybe Blaze can just decide what he does for a minute, unless he wants to create a drawing. He keeps choosing to do that, so I guess I'm gonna let him. But let's fast forward this and see how much it gets his skill up. Let's see, 62%. That's not bad, but let's go ahead and get him outside so he's not late for his first day, because I'm actually not 100% sure which direction he will leave the lot. I guess it would more so, I'm guessing, be over here. So let's go ahead and go here and just have him hopefully heading in the right direction. Let's see. You're going all the way over here. Okay. Well, have a good first day of school, buddy. Blaze, it's time to collect some spore clusters. Maybe Mila, since you should probably be in the room with the baby anyways, you could come in your mirror and practice some acting, because that is going to be your career choice once the baby is a little older. And then Blaze, before we plan a party, let's see if we can get 8 more spore clusters. Scan for spore clusters, and then we should be able to see them and collect them. We'll scan for our spore clusters, get a little picture of him doing that for his aspiration. There we go. We have 1 here and put in inventory. Yeah, it only spawns 1 at a time. Oh yeah, this is why I haven't done all of them. It's a pain. But let's go ahead and scan here. Let's scan. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, there we go. We got 1. I think we can cancel it, put that in our inventory, and yeah, it still counts. We don't have to do the whole interaction. All right, let's go ahead. We'll scan over here. There we go. So it should spawn about halfway through. Let's put that in inventory, and then we can go ahead and scan over here. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. All right, is halfway. We got 1, and put in inventory. We'll scan over here again. Don't handle the baby. I mean, you can sometimes handle the baby, but Mila's right here, and this is what she's here for. Let's see, does she need a diaper change? No. She probably will soon though. So let's go ahead. I actually want to breastfeed her because I don't want to clean up that mess. So let's breastfeed her, so we have to clean up bottles, and then we can cuddle her, and then she might have to have a diaper change after that. And we need 3 more. So let's go ahead and more choices. Scan here. I don't know why you're getting upset. You're literally doing what I need you to do. Oh, it's because of the grieving. No, that's fair. That's fair. There's a sad reminder. Oh, from checking tattoo. Wait, no, because he honored the cat by getting a tattoo and honored him and dedicated the tattoo to him. Now every time he looks at his tattoo, he gets sad. That's not good. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You can put in inventory and then scan here. We can start planning for the birthday party. Honestly, the birthday party is probably going to be small because technically, okay, we didn't get there. Technically, we can't even, probably shouldn't even have a proper birthday party. Now that I think about it, we should probably have like a house party and just age the baby up, because you can't count the baby aging up as a person aging up because you can't assign the birthday party to them. And also, we're not getting one here. Come on, man. Let's come scan over here. We managed to scan this area too much. But we can throw a house party and then just age the baby up. Honestly, we probably just won't make it gold. Prior to the cooking skill, you're watching the cooking channel. You know what? If the baby wasn't crying, I would say that's fine. But let's go ahead and change dirty diaper. And then let's go ahead and practice acting again. And then let's see. Let's not go to the crying baby, and let's instead put this in your inventory. And then we should only have to scan one more time. So we'll go ahead and scan over here since we haven't really done that. We got this. Let's go. Let's go. And this is actually getting up the logic skill. We just got a gig about the acting one. No, thank you. Let's put this in your inventory. So now that we've done that, we should be able to assemble the hazmat suit, because we did buy hazmat suit to combine with spore filter. Question a scientist in town about spore filters. We have to question a scientist. Do we know? I don't know if they would show up as scientists here. Yeah, there's no one in like a scientist outfit. I'm sure we do know a scientist. But that means we have to go to the bar. I don't think there's any like straight up just hanging out around town. Okay. Well, let's visit the bar. Oh, I was wrong. It's the library. Military shows up at the bar and they come to the library. I was wrong. That was just me being stupid. My bad. Alright, so now we're at the library. But here is the scientist. We have Lacey. Okay, Lacey, I would like to question about the spores in the lab, please. I think that's what we have to do. We need to question scientists around town. Okay, we're just gonna question her through a wall, apparently. Oh, and Romeo's calling. Yeah, I kind of want to answer that, honestly. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, I don't vote. We're not dealing with that in the game. I don't like that. No, thank you. So we are going to question her. And then she says, the materials to craft the spore filter, but I don't have enough to analyze the spore clusters. Use chemical analyzer at the secret lab to construct the infection profile data. Bring it to me. I can say spore filter. Oh, we have to go to the lab. I didn't want to have to do that. I mean, we do have time, just not a lot of time. Maybe we can have the birthday party at 5. All right. So we are at the lab and we have to find the chemical analyzer. So I think we're supposed to use the key card to go into here to do this. If I remember correctly, it's been a while. Guys, it's been a while. If I can't even remember that only the military goes to the bar, it's been a hot minute. But maybe we can get a picture of him using his key card to get in here. There we go. Bam, boom, bam. And we are in here, ma'am. Oh, it's in here. Okay, yeah. This is where we were supposed to go. I remember now. Let's construct this. Hopefully the spores don't affect him while he's down here. She's saying it's her birthday. Yeah, we're gonna throw a party for her soon. I promise. But I just want to do this real quick. Even if we construct the hazmat suit after the party, we can at least get this part done. Are you doing this? Yeah, you just look mad about it. I wish you would like interact with it besides just stand there and complain, but you know what? This is fine. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, and you can interact with it. Okay, we're putting the spores in there. We're typing the information. Oh, Fred is trying to talk to us into doing this. No, we need to do this. Alright, we leveled up in the logic skill. Go us. But this should completed it. Alright, so we had the infection profile data, and we do have to go back to her. And there was an explosive malfunction, but I accidentally exited out of it. I'm assuming that was going to tell us what's next in the storyline. Whoops. But we do have the infection data. We have to go back to the person to get the next thing. So I guess we'll have to just invite her over. Or maybe she's not in our friends list. I don't see her. I don't know. Maybe we can just ask any scientist. But for now, we need to get back home, quickly keep care of at least our bladder, and then start a party for our baby before she ages up on her own. Alright, we are back home, and luckily Blaze is the one with the worst needs. We can, at least for now, keep care of his bladder. I think I'm just going to teleport him, honestly. I'm really scared of the baby aging up. So let me just teleport you down here. I'm not even really concerned about your hygiene. I just am concerned about your bladder, because I would hate for you to get to cooking and socializing, and then you just have a bladder failure. So we will use the restroom. No, we do have food. Okay, so we just have to make a cake, and then we'll start the party after he finishes using the restroom. Honestly, Mila, you are fine watching TV, though there's a dirty diaper. Can we throw that away? Because that's kind of gross. Oh, and Blaze is getting a phone call from Romeo again. Yeah, you guys are already engaged, but yeah, go ahead and do it. Okay, yeah, you're engaged. I guess you're officially engaged now. That's weird. Okay, but he is washing his hands, so I say, since everyone's in a good mood and Sunny is busy, you know what, Sunny, actually, how about you come train your void critter real quick? Just do a little bit of training of the void critter. But Blaze, you can go ahead and social, and let's go ahead and plan a social event. So like I said, we are going to have an ungold house party, and basically it just kind of be like our really close family, and that be it. So house party ungold, here we go. Let's have a host be Blaze. So let's go ahead and just invite those people. We don't need entertainers, we don't need a mixologist, and we don't need a caterer, and we will just have it here. Sunny can just stay in his room for now. Blaze, how about you come out here and get some music going, start on the cake. So let's go ahead and let's turn on alternative. I feel like that's what he would turn on. Mila, maybe you can come in here and start dancing while you wait on people to start coming in. And Blaze, let's go ahead and come here, and we're gonna cook the second cake of the episode. So let's go ahead and cook. And honestly, the baby's not even gonna have the cake anyways, so let's just do her a chocolate cake. Another chocolate cake. This is great. Also, spices, you could totally use a needs check. You changed into your party wear. Look how cute you look. Wait, you look adorable. Let's get a picture of her dancing and him cooking up the cake, because I think this is a cute picture of them. Yeah. Sunny, when you're done training your void critter, you'll probably automatically change into your party outfit, I'm assuming. Cake is going in the oven. Why aren't people all coming down here yet? Like, are they just all still up here? Okay, they're starting to come in. We can't put everyone in the group, but we can get most people down here. And Mila, maybe you can go ahead and have everyone come dance together, except Blaze. They're coming to dance. The cake is done. And honestly, I know that it would be cuter to sit it out on the counter, but I am going to put it in our inventory just because I don't want anyone to eat it. But let's go ahead and have everyone come dance here together, and then we can get people into the bedroom. Well, I guess we could pull the crib out. That would really work better, and then we can all go ahead and go here together. Blaze, even though you're not the one that has a close relationship with her, I am gonna have you age her up, because, you know, she's the heir, you're the heir. It just kind of makes sense. So let's go ahead and baby care, age her on up, and hopefully the family gathers around and get this picture. All right, the family is gathering around, sitting down, and then we are going to go ahead and age her on up. All right. Oh, he's sad. He's like, my baby's growing up. We're gonna have to change her hair color. The yellow Jen cannot have orange hair. But this is fine. We had to change Blaze's hair to orange, so it's fine. But I love that she aged up in that yellow dress. Wait, no, that's perfect. Oh my god. Okay. But Buttercup is aged up. We already gave Sunny the Sunny trait, and that does fit her personality, but also I feel like sensitive or calm would fit her personality. I don't know. Let's go with sensitive just to make it a little fun. So she can be a sensitive infant. And of course, we're gonna have to give her a makeover right away, honestly, because I don't think I can get screenshots of her with orange hair. This is our Princess Buttercup Rainbow as an infant. She has Blaze's skin, Blaze's eyes, but she has her mama's blonde hair. Honestly, what I feel like her mom's natural hair color is, because she's a little bit bleached, honestly. But as far as her outfits went, I went all yellow. I did include pink in the bow because I felt like her mom would put a pink bow on her, but all her outfits are pretty much completely yellow. But I tried to dress her in some outfits that her mom would give her, actually mostly outfits her mom would give her, and then a couple of outfits that Blaze would picked out. And she does wear these shoes a lot, but they glitch at the bottom, and I didn't notice after I put them on, but I was like, these look so good with this outfit. And this was the outfit she aged up in. It does have skulls on it, which, you know, isn't the perfect vibe for her, but the bow was just too cute, and she just have like kind of a farmy look, so I felt like it was perfect. So this is like more for cold weather, and then for hot weather we kind of have more this casual but still slightly farm girl look. And then for her formal, since we're going the farm girl vibe and she's named after a yellow flower, I went ahead and gave her the sunflower dress. And then for her sleepwear, I figured her mom would put her in this onesie. I just thought it was too cute and fit her mom's vibe so well. But then since she's gonna kind of grow up and live on a farm, I kind of gave her the duck onesie, and then I felt like her dad would put her in the monster onesie. So we have those outfits. And then as far as her party wear, I made it the same as every day because this was the dress she aged up into at her birthday party, so I just put it as her party wear. And then we have her hot weather, which is the second outfit in her everyday. And then this cold weather outfit is the least girliest outfit she has. It's just like a sweater and some jeans. But I gave her this little flower hat because it looked like a buttercup, so I thought it was perfect. This is her as an infant. Now let's go back to our party, have some cake, and go ahead and continue the episode. And here is our first family shot with Buttercup, and let's get her first zoomed in shot. Aww. Okay, we'll leave the crib out for now, but all her infant stuff is already in her and Mila's bedroom. For now, I feel like Mila would be the one to immediately come and talk to her and maybe cuddle her and perhaps kiss her. And then Blaze would more so be like, yo, let's get some cake and celebrate. So we can go ahead and maybe come and call everyone to the meal except for mom. Mom's gonna keep care of the baby, and which means she probably won't get any cake, but you know, I feel like she would be the one to be keeping care of the baby while everyone is just like getting their cake. So I would prefer you to actually stand up and cuddle her. It would be kind of a fun shot of like everyone is sitting here eating cake while she's just like cuddling the newborn, or not newborn, but newly aged up baby. Of course you're playing peekaboo with her. I wanted you to cuddle her, but this works. I guess she can still get some food though, so let's get some leftovers. So let's go ahead and eat some cake. He's wanting to check on the infant, which is cute, but I think he would rather chat with Sunny. She's gonna get some actual food, and then honestly after this we may go ahead and call the party here, because I did see in the calendar that the Humor and Hijinks Festival is going on right now. I think it'd be so cute for Blaze and Sunny to go together as kind of a little thing for them to do. And then like maybe just leave Mila here with the freshly aged up infant. I feel like it only makes sense, but I am gonna at least let Sunny finish his cake. Honestly, he's still kind of hungry after this cake, but I am just gonna really quick just have him go to the restroom. Blaze, you're still a little hungry too. While he goes to the restroom, you could have meal right here real quick. Maybe we can just have some cereal real quick. Oh, you're already done. Oh, the toilet is doing this. Blaze, I'm gonna say he ate. I'm not gonna cheat up all the way, but I'm just gonna cheat up a little bit because it was just supposed to be a snack. And then from here we are gonna go ahead and end the party, and is done, and we are gonna go ahead and go to the festival because I don't want to be super late out. Alright, so we have made it to the city where the festival is, and I feel like they would automatically choose the jokester side because it's yellow, and that is like the closest to both their color because it's literally Sunny's color and close to Blaze's color. So let's come join the jokesters together, and we drink the tea, and then we do a bunch of jokesters interactions. Are you coming to get your juice or your drink? Okay, well I guess we can get a picture of him sitting at the bar drinking his and Sunny getting his. Oh, we are reacting to fireworks. The fireworks are already going off. Oh, someone's just shooting them off. Okay, I said join the jokesters. Blaze joined the jokesters. We are trying again with Sunny. He is sad for me, a new sibling. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. Okay, they're really enjoying the fireworks, honestly. Can you not put your drink down? Okay, we have joined the jokesters. Perfect. There's not really any kids here. This is most of the time an adult thing, but what if we did the interactions on each other instead of talking to new people? I don't know. I feel like that could work because it's still putting points towards the jokesters. So you can do that. Choose a couple of interactions to do. We're basically getting the same interactions, but we at least will have the total done. So I get a feeling it's later than I actually remembered. So it ends at 11. Okay, that's not horrible. Honestly, that's not horrible. I still feel like we could have time to swing by the library after that. But let's go ahead and get a picture of them talking to each other at the festival. We're in the lead here, so my plan is working. It is actually doing well. Is this? Oh my god, it's Gerard Way. I feel like I have to introduce myself to Gerard Way. Like, I can't just, like, see Gerard Way there and then not. But I will at least finish talking to my son first. So I feel like it would be a little rude to be like, bro, sorry. I know I came here for you, but let me meet this, like, cute celebrity real quick. Is that weird? I guess it would be. But maybe he will still do it. Yes, you can like silly behavior that fits your personality. Wait, stop talking to him and... Oh my god, I just want to introduce myself. Will that one work? Oh, you're also on the jokester side. Okay, awesome. That gives me an excuse to talk to you. Just for a moment, though. But then let's go ahead and perhaps see if we can put anything else interaction-wise here. It's not, like, popping up. The festival's not over. Why are we not able to do any more interactions? He can do some. They're just not coming up as often. Maybe after they start talking to each other and not other people, then he will do that. Oh, she is cuddling a voodoo doll. Yeah, we're not getting any more interactions here, really. The effect is still on us, though. Maybe we can teach about responsibility. Sure. And then be sarcastic about voodoo. Oh, we were getting tired. He was super tired. What time do we have work in the morning? We have work at 9. I could probably actually swing by the library before work, and that would actually get us home sooner. So maybe we'll do that since we don't have anything planned special for the morning. We just gotta get Sunny to work, and we can just swing by the library like real quick. Do a couple more interactions because they're finally popping back up. We're just gonna do as many interactions as we can because we want to show our son that we can win if we try. And we are in the lead by 5 points. Fantastic. Maybe we'll flash crazy eyes because we're feeling playful. And then we can impersonate jokesters. The festival is about to end, so hopefully by the time we do these interactions, we will have one, which the fireworks should go off as soon as 11 o'clock hits, right? Yep, we won a comedy mic and fireworks and $500 for both of us. So let's go ahead and watch our winning fireworks show. All the yellow fireworks, fan-freaking-tastic. I love it. I love it. This is awesome. Alright, but with that, oh, explosive malfunction due to the address. Okay. Apparently, there was explosive malfunction at the household and now our unit went down. Is that something we have to fix? I'll worry about that later because my Sims are so tired. I want to go ahead and get them to bed. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my Sims to sleep through the night, and then we'll come back in the morning. We will do his homework, send him to school, go to the library, go to work, and then we'll come home and try to spend some time with our kids before the end of the episode. So it's the next morning, and Sunny is the only one awake, but it's still before 6 o'clock, so it kind of works out for us because he does have school in 3 hours. I want to get as much of his homework done as possible. With that being said, he does still need to eat, so he may not get it all done, but I'm going to have him work hard anyways and get as close to a B student as he can. I think if he doesn't finish his homework completely, completely, he probably won't get it. But if he does, we might. Let's go ahead and right quick, I'm going to just teleport him to the kitchen to save as much time as we possibly can. And I will go ahead and get leftovers here. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And then once he gets start eating, I think we're going to go ahead and wake Blaze up because he needs to get ready for work. Like, he just needs to. I mean, he's not fully rested, but he's a parent, so he's not going to always be fully rested. So we do need to keep care of all this, though. So we'll take a brisk shower. There's no vines in any of this, right? No. There is vines in the kitchen, though, so we need to go ahead and clear those out, and then we can get him something to eat. Sonny, what are you doing? Where are you eating? You're just like walking around wasting time. I need you to like actually eat. You're reacting to the vines. We're trying to keep care of it. Like, I really want to get somewhat of a move on when it comes to Blaze's aspiration. I at least want to get the hazmat involved as much as we can today. I think it's a couple of steps, but I think it's mainly talking to the scientists. Is we have to get the spore filter, and we have to go to the library for that. So as soon as he goes to school, we're going to do that. I think as soon as you're done eating, I will go ahead and just straight up tell you to do your homework. Well, he finished the plate anyways, but it didn't get his hunger all the way up. That's so weird. Why does it keep doing that to me? Every time I try to get them to eat, it doesn't like fully do it. But Mila, I know you're not fully rested. You don't really have the best needs, but he'll get his homework done faster if you come help him do his homework. You can probably just go ahead and keep care of your needs while we're not here, hopefully. And Blaze, you are finally eating your breakfast. I'm just making sure there's no other vines that, oh my god, the toilet grew vines. Clear out vines. Can we not chat with Sunny? Well, it is kind of cute that y'all are in here together, and this actually with this pose is really cute. So I'll get this picture of the family, quote unquote, the temporary family at least. We will help him with his homework, but Blaze, you need to focus on eating. I don't mind you sitting here. Why are they taking forever to eat? They just like keep procrastinating on eating, and it's honestly driving me a little nuts. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We are going to clear out the vines from the toilet before we leave. Maybe we get a picture of him clearing out the vines. Do you want to get out of the vine stage as quick as possible? Because this shit's getting annoying, and I know the further we go in, the worse it's gonna get. You cleared out those vines, Sonny. Oh, you did finish your homework. Oh, awesome. Actually, I'm really happy about that. Okay, Mila, the baby, she already used her diaper. Honestly, I feel like if we wake her up, it's just gonna keep her from someone keeping care of her needs. Maybe Mila, instead, you can go ahead and start getting some breakfast here. And then Sunny, we can go ahead and get you to stand up for me real quick. We are going to pick out your outfit for school. One of your outfits is not really school appropriate, so let's choose this one. This one looks school appropriate and kid friendly, and we will go ahead and teleport you upstairs where you need to be. I think if we teleport him here, this is where he'll go. And honestly, okay, I was just saying we're gonna need to do a needs check on the cat, but I think we're good. Let's see how close to the spot we were. Oh, I was a little off. It's still closer to the plane than I thought. Well, he is still off to school, and we are going to have him study hard. And then Blaze, we are going to go ahead and take the phone and travel to the library. All right, so we are at the library, and oh, they have little pride flags out. Wait, this is like the Rainbow Legacy Challenge. We have to get a picture with the pride flags. Let's get that pose. That's adorable. Okay. So I have that picture, and the scientist should spawn in. I'm pretty sure we have to talk to the same scientist, so I'm just gonna wait for her to spawn in. Alright, she finally spawned in. I almost didn't recognize her at first because she's literally not in her scientist outfit, but this is fine. So, you know, I feel like we should do an actual introduction because we couldn't find her on her list last time, and this would have just made it so much easier if we could have just invited her over. So we just became good friends with, okay, wow, they hit it off fast. Okay, well, we need to ask her to craft a spore filter. I thought we were supposed to question her, but okay, whatever. Wow, you did it. Let me analyze this infection profile data, and I will send you the spore filter in the mail. Keep digging. You might find a vaccine for this infection after all. Seriously? We have to wait for it to come in the mail? Why? I wanted to finish it this episode. That probably means it won't come till next episode. I made such a big deal about like wanting to do this and whatnot, and now that is actually annoying. That is actually really annoying. I'm not happy about that. Okay. Well, we have to wait to go to work anyway, so maybe we can come in here and just do a little bit of gaming on the computer. I mean, not much, but we do have slightly low fun, so maybe we can go ahead and play game, and let's just play a little bit of Incredible Sports because I feel like that's slightly his vibe, and then we will go ahead and go to work because pretty sure we'll be able just to spawn straight into work from here. Oh, Blaze should check the mail. His spore filter has been delivered. Whoa, that was fast. Okay, as soon as we get home, we will get that. I really thought that we were just not going to get that. That came instantly. As soon as we get home, I will grab that out of the mailbox, but we do need to go to work. So we're going to go ahead and join. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I forgot that we are having total glitchy problems with the detective career. I tried to play through today, and then I remembered, oh yeah, whenever we try to solve a case without doing it all in one day, which is almost impossible, it like glitches out. If you try to solve it the next day, it just won't solve. Like the person just won't show up. So I tried to cheat it, and I did all the cheats to clear a case. So I cleared out my inventory. I put a new board down. I tried to use MC Command Center. That didn't work. I tried to shift click and go into the settings for the career and click start a new case. That didn't work. I feel like I'm just gonna have to resort to UI cheats because the only other thing that it says that'll work, quitting the career, cheating your thing back up, and then just restarting. And honestly, I don't want to risk having to deal with the same thing. And, you know, I think it's just like this part of the career. I hope it's just this part of the career. So I think instead I'm going to try to just shift click this. Yeah, solve 3 cases. We're done. Yay. And pretty much the glitch, like, it wasn't even telling me to solve the case. It was telling me to do things that like go on patrol, which don't need to do. And it was giving me tasks to do here besides issue the all bulletin points thing. So I feel like we could still make progress today. We can just say we solved the 3 cases. We did solve 1. We did manage to solve 1, and it's when we did it all in one day, but we barely scraped by doing that. So since we can't clear the case, and I've already cleared the inventory, I'm just gonna go ahead and click solve 3 cases and just do like the criminal booking station stuff. Today, get as high up here we can go, and then we are going to maybe next episode, because it has 2 holidays anyway, and if I play with him at work this day, I will have no time to do all of this, at least with one sim. So I'm thinking, especially since the infant doesn't age up until Saturday, we could send him to work by himself tomorrow and just have him work hard, and then see if he gets promoted, and then we can spend the day with Mila and Buttercup at home doing some of these traditions. The kid will come home from school and the shortly Blaze will follow, and then we can go to work with him like the next day or whenever it's the next work shift after that if he gets promoted. So I think that's the plan. So first we need to go ahead and search the criminal for booking stations, because honestly I don't want to leave the building until we have to. So let's go ahead, and honestly Cindy Cruz looks really cool, so we're gonna search her down. She looks like she's trying to run away, but typically they don't do that, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem. So let's go ahead and search this chick here. Let's see. Come on, pull something interesting out. You always do. Alright, let's search ya, rub ya down. Not to be creepy whatsoever, but I want to find something fun. Why not? Oh, you're not finding like anything on her. Oh, we found a knife. Oh. And are you putting her back in her thing? She's just, oh, now she's going over there. We found a knife, and now she is pressing against an invisible wall. I don't like that. I actually really don't like that. Okay, let's go ahead and get her fingerprints, since she's already out. So let's get her fingerprints before she tries to run away. There we go. Let's go ahead and get her fingerprint there, and then I guess we need to put her back up because now it wants us to browse PLEA database. So let's go ahead and, why can't we lock in cell? Click on the cell door. Okay, so let's go ahead, lock in cell. Cindy, it was nice to meet ya, but you gotta go back up so I can browse the police database, please, and thank you. Why are we putting the police officer in the... Wait, what? We just locked up the police. Why? Why did you just lock up the police officer? We like that police officer too. He's our alien buddy. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Lock Cindy in a cell. She like pulling some magic shit with her magical eyes and just trying to switch people. I literally can't believe you locked him in a cell. Oh my god. Am I gonna have to... I mean, I guess by next episode... Oh my god, he's thinking about it. He's like, why did you put me in the cell? Oh my god, she's not going in the cell. Like, she is literally refusing. This pack is being so glitchy today. Go in there. Thank you. Alright, we can't release the sim from the cell. Okay, well maybe next episode when we come back, he'll be out of the cell. Oh no. Oh no. Well, nothing I can do about it now. So let's go ahead and browse police database. Please and thank you. Let's go fast forward this because this isn't that interesting. Sometimes when I fast forward it doesn't want in the interaction. Oh my god, he's crying. He's crying. I feel so bad. We have to discuss a casework with a coworker. Oh, okay. Well, I feel like it's telling us to go over there and talk to him, but instead I'm just going to talk to Fred. Why not? We might as well talk to the Weasley boy. So let's take our case theory or discuss case theory, whatever it is. Fast forward this. And then we have to get criminals' fingerprints again. Okay. Do we have to let them out and then fingerprint them? Or do we just get them out of the cell? I think we just get them out of the cell. So I guess we've already done one person, so we have to do another person. Let's do Elizabeth. Because I had Elizabeth in my vampire series. Oh my god, another police officer's locked in there. I didn't even put you in there, bro. I did not put you in there. You put yourself in that one. Can I? We can't release them from cell. Okay, let's try doing the fingerprint thing again. Is it still gonna say the door's in the way? Was it just because you were far away? There we go. Okay, so it's working now. It's just, you have to be like right next to the door and then click on the station. Oh, this is being glitchy. It was going so well. It was going so well until we went to work. Like everything was going to plan, and today work has just been insane. Like, not even just the stuff that you guys see, but literally all of it. Okay, but let's go ahead and take a mugshot of Elizabeth. Please, can you not go back in the thing? Ashley would rather not deal with that again. So let's take a mugshot. Probably we'll have to lock her back up in the cell unless it wants her to search us. Let's see. What does it want? No, we want browse police database. Is she going back in there on her own? Oh, she is. Okay, cool. And they're just not letting the other police officers out. Okay, well, on the better note, we are almost to a full green bar. So let's maybe go ahead and browse police database. We're just having a day in the office because I feel like leaving is just going to make everything more glitchy. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Let's see. We need to take a police report from civils, not digging the pants, but if we change the pants, honestly, I would love the outfit. So let's go ahead. Oh, no. I need to... It's the options gone. It was right there. You just had to walk away. And when I reset you, you're no longer a citizen. Well, you are a citizen, but you're no longer public citizen. So you are a public citizen. Now that's Mr. Weasley, the other Mr. Weasley. Okay, I guess we'll just have to wait for another person to show up, which I think as soon as he leaves, probably another one will shortly come in. Well, we are still waiting around for a citizen to show up. They just aren't showing up. I don't know why. I'm honestly thinking about just checking that one off since the other one glitched and we tried. But in good news, Sunny did come home a B student. Now, I don't really care if he gets an A student. I feel like eventually he will just because he has more than 1 week left in childhood. But I'm not going to like make an effort to get an A grade. We already have more than one skill to level 4. So all we have to do is just do homework several times and go to school on time. So no reason to really push it. But right now he can keep care of his needs, hang out with his siblings. And Blaze, I think we're just going to have to check this one off, buddy. Because we just waited 2 hours. Okay, we need to take another mugshot. And we will teleport here. And then we can tell them to quiet down, even though it's literally our officers. It's our officers. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take mugshot of Sonia. Sonia, I think is how you say that, since she is our next one. We can redo the cruise girl, but I think we're gonna try to do all of them at least once before we pre one. Oh my god, the guy is literally trying to say goodbye. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you're not coming out of there. She is literally smiling for her mugshot. First we find someone with a knife. Now we're finding someone happy in their mugshot. Oh, now they're not happy. But they looked happy at first, which was like kind of psychotic behavior. I think we have made it to a full green bar today. Let's go. All right, but we at least need to put the girl back in her cell. It looks like she is, but we have to wait for someone to unlock the door. Okay, you are coming. Bye, back in the cell. I think we'll lose progress, like if we leave early. So we just have to kind of stick it around for the next 2 hours. Oh, and now we're feeling slight disconnect from a romantic relationship. What? We don't have a partner? We're literally single, aren't we? I don't think we have an actual relationship with any of these people. So that makes no sense. I'm deleting that. You can have the tense moodlet. That's fine. And you can have the confident moodlet. Let's see. I don't want to search any more criminals. Maybe we can just screw off a little bit because we are feeling tense. So let's just play a little bit of Sims Forever. I mean, we're not supposed to be playing games at work, but this is fine. I guess we could have just been taking care of his needs, but we just leveled up his video game skill, so I'll take that. Ends in 1 hour. Okay, you know what? Your fun's pretty much up. Maybe right quick while we're here, let's go ahead and take advantage of the employee bathroom. So we can teleport in here, use the restroom, and honestly, we can even take a brisk shower and take a quick shower before you get home. And then all you have to do when you get home is eat, and then we can do the spore filter, keep care of our kids, and do all that fun jazz. Oh, we just earned $1,077, so I don't care. We didn't get the promotion. We did level up in the bar. We are higher on the green. So I think next episode, if we just send him to work, he'll probably get promoted. All right, so we are back home, and we just got another notification that's saying that it's going to eventually come in the mail, basically. Instead of just like keep an eye out on the mailbox. We do need to pay our bills anyways. So I'll go to the mailbox and check it, but it may not be there. Even though it told us earlier it was there, so I don't know what's up with that, but we're going to pay bills, get mail. We'll see if it's there. If it's there, we'll do the sport filter. But first, let me go ahead and set up everyone else here. So I think Mila, you're not the type that would really stay in her pajamas all day. I mean, cute. It looks very cute, but I think by now you would have changed into an everyday wear. Maybe you can wear, well, none of these look too comfortable. Let's lounge around the house, and this looks the most comfortable though. And honestly, Buttercup, you're hungry. Let's also change your outfits because I think that is better. It's pretty warm outside, so maybe we'll wear our warmer outfit, and then we can actually have Mila come over here and do some breastfeeding because I think that's the route we're gonna go. So let's baby care, feed, breastfeed. After that, I want to put her on the mat and try to do a little bit of tummy time with her. And then Sunny Boy, I think you need to work on your homework. I will let you eat first though. I think that is fair. So how about you get some leftovers? Is that more fish waffles? Didn't you like gross out when you ate that? Well, someone needs to talk to this freaking cat. Okay, but first let me see when Blaze collects here. Oh, we love being held. That's really annoying. I know that sounds so sweet, but it's really not. It's really not. And we have nothing in the mailbox. Yeah, we don't have the spore filter. Okay, well, maybe it'll show up later, but we might have to wait till tomorrow. Can you lecture this cat about freaking jumping on the counter? I am so tired of him getting on the counter, and we don't even have the option. Okay, I think maybe we have to offer a friendship. Let's calm him down and offer our friendship and see if that helps us being able to eventually do that. Yeah, it's fish waffles. Are you enjoying it this time? No, you're not. Okay, He doesn't like the fish waffles. Okay, but can you get the cat down? Calm him down. Let's see. Oh, we haven't been to the... Oh, we don't like it because we are a friend of the ocean. Yeah, you want to come over? Your aunt wants to come over? Sure. But let's have him offer friendship to Spices, just so I'm kind of hoping we can from here lecture about jumping on the freaking counter. Can you get down? Can you get down? Let's try to offer friendship again. Oh, and let's see. You were playing with the baby. Oh, well, you're holding her in the bed. That's actually really cute. Are you talking to her? Yeah, you're talking to her. Okay, well, you are working on some milestones, but I would like to, as glitchy as this is, put Buttercup down here. Let's see. You missed being held. That's so annoying, but you are on the mat. So let's attempt to go ahead and do some tummy time together, because I would like to have you have some milestones here. Let's do that. Okay, good. We just became friends with Spices. Does that mean we can lecture about jumping on the counter now? Still no. Maybe in the future we'll get the option, but I think, let's see, you need to keep care of your needs. You need to eat. So you go ahead and get leftovers. Sunny, you need to go ahead and do your homework, and you are eating fish. See, you should like it because, yeah, you're having no reaction. You're fine. If you're going to chat with him, you can at least help him with his homework. Oh, we got at the headstone milestone already. You go, girl. You go Buttercup. Go Buttercup. The next heir is well on her way to achieving greatness. I know you're trying to be a good role model, but let me just throw that in the trash can. Are you gonna help him with his homework? Oh, you're turning on music. I mean, honestly, fair. Can you at least get the help from your dad? It doesn't show in your category that you're getting help. Oh, he's coming back over here now. Can we just help you with your homework? We're doing some more tummy time. How's her needs, honestly? Oh, her needs are great. Perfect. We can keep working on tummy time with her. I think we can't set it up again. Yeah, we can't set it up again until we finish. Oh, the Peach household is reporting a disgusting smelling lurking from outside the unit. Well, let's look at our unit real quick. Actually, it doesn't say there's a problem, but we also got a notification about Dylan, so maybe after we do their homework we should do a late night checkup on that. Actually, I think since we are a landlord and both of their stuff is low and we've gotten 2 calls today, I shouldn't ignore that. They may just move out. So can we help with homework? Can you not talk with Rachel? Okay, you're no longer doing tummy time with her. Can you do tummy time one more time? Let's make sure you put your homework in your inventory. Pretty please and thank you. Okay, you have everything you need for school. So let's go ahead and Blaze, you said hi to your sister-in-law basically. I don't think they're actually married, but you know, this is fine. And then let's go ahead and travel to our sister's unit first. Alright, so we are here. Our sister is up here to greet us. Maybe we'll just do a family kiss real quick, and then we have to repair or replace the toilet or flush it out. Oh, do we have to knock, don't we? Do we have to knock on which door? This door? Let's go ahead and knock on door. Even though it's their bedroom door, this is the shared space and the bathroom is in the shared space. So let's go ahead and knock on their bedroom door to go in their bathroom. And honestly, I don't know how well our handing skill is, but we have the money. I know we need to keep money, but let's go ahead and repair that. Maybe we'll be nice and mop it for them. Well, you know, I'm not playing in this house, so you know, it's fine. Let's just right quick, just teleport, mop. They should be able to get through that. That's more than half a tile. I think that's just glitching out. Oh, the cat looks unhappy. Are y'all feeding your cat? Is there food? There is food. Okay. It's not full all the time. Let's just go ahead and clean that out real quick, and then we can come over here and visit this unit. All right, so we are at Dylan's and it looks like there's nothing too much for us to check out. All right, so we need to go ahead and knock on the door and we can just check in real quick. I don't see anything popping up here, so maybe the issue disappeared. I don't see like sewage overflow or trash or anything. Dylan is here though. Do we know Dylan? in? No, we don't. Okay, we should actually do a polite introduction. It wasn't a total waste checking in on her because I didn't realize we didn't actually physically know her. I guess our sister was just like, hey, our friend needs somewhere to live, and it just worked out. I think from here, honestly, I'll probably just send him home and put him to sleep since, everyone kind of has what they need for this episode taken care of. Like I said, next episode, we have 2 holidays. Both holidays I made up, but they are Plant a Plant Day because we're trying to get into the spring spirit. And maybe, also we're trying to have a little bit of a break from all the vines and have some other kind of nature. Spring Clean Friday Fling. And that is just kind of doing a spring cleaning day. So I'll probably do most of those with Mila. And then probably on this day, we'll make it a point to try to finish the hazmat suit as soon as we get it in the mail. And if we get it by Thursday, we'll make a point to after work if we don't get promoted on this day, because we're just gonna go into work this day. But if we have time after work or have the day off, if we get promoted and our schedule changes, then we will go here on Thursday and go deeper into the mother plant area, discover some spore stuff, and then we will go ahead and go deeper into finishing the Strangerville mystery. 2 episodes for now, we will have a toddler, which I am excited to play with an infant tomorrow, especially since I'm probably going to be staying home the first day for the holiday. But again, it is playing with infants, so can we be too excited about it? I mean, I'm kind of excited about it, but can we really be too excited about it? But like I said, I'm just going to take them home, put them all to sleep, and then next episode I will meet you guys back in the morning. But for now, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right,